European Union countries have agreed to put a cap on the price of Russian oil, currently at $60 a barrel. The move aims to reduce Moscow's ability to fund its war in Ukraine with revenue from petroleum exports. The EU joins the United States and other G7 nations in sanctioning Russian oil, which recently traded at about $65 a barrel. The measure will come into effect on Monday and intensifies Western pressure on the Kremlin over its invasion of Ukraine. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said the price cap would have a wide range of implications.
It will stabilize global energy markets because it allows some Russian seaborne oil to be traded, brokered, transported by EU operators to third countries, as long as it is sold below the cap. So this price cap will benefit directly emerging and developing economies, and it will be adjustable over time so that we can react to market developments. Together with our partners, we stand united and firm in our opposition to Russia's atrocious war.
Let's get some more on this from our Russia analyst Konstantin Egert, who's in the Lithuanian capital, Vilnius. Can you tell us what effect will the oil price cap likely have for Russia?
I don't think it will have a huge effect, frankly speaking, because there are many ways of bypassing this this oil price cap, which concerns essentially mostly those who insure the shipments and those who transport Russian oil. For example, you may claim, or Russians may claim, that the oil is sold at $59.99, while after that, for example, the same country, for example, China or India, will pay an extra price for, let us say, Russian wheat, which is not banned by sanctions. So I think it will have more psychological effect. It will have some pressure on certain companies. It will force some of the insurance companies and transport companies to be more cautious, but it will not be a disaster for the Kremlin.
And if we could just turn to the reason for this price cap, the war in Ukraine, there's been heavy fighting again near Bakhmut in conditions described as similar to those of World War I. What's at stake here?
Oh, frankly speaking, if you look at military analysis, for example, the British Institute for the Study of War, those people who are professional, many of them ex-military, they do not understand what is actually the end game here for Russia. Russia has been engaged in and around Bakhmut for several months now. It spends a lot of material and a lot of manpower on what seems to be, at best, a tactical gain, if this gain is actually achieved. I think what we're dealing with is with certainly lack of overall strategy by the Russian commanders and by Putin, finally, with regard to what they are doing in the east of Ukraine. This battle is kind of fallen into a mosaic of different small battles. Each of them is not part of some kind of bigger overarching plan.
And into that mosaic, the Russian army is reportedly deploying newly mobilized troops on the front line. Will that change anything?
I don't think so. These people are, well, for lack of a better word, not being too politically correct, a cannon fodder for Putin, because he actually cannot bear, let us say, the Chinese border, the Finnish border. He can't transport the whole Russian army to Ukraine. So he has to basically rely on untrained conscripts, which are going to die en masse. What is going to follow that, and that is my firm conviction, is another mobilization, then another mobilization. It's another matter that it may be conducted under some kind of other guise, but people will be called up. This will continue, and there's going to be more Russian deaths on the front.
Okay, Russia analyst Konstantin Egert, thank you for that insight.
Thank you.